convert percents to fractions. So first, remember that percent means out of 100. And if you can remember that, your life's going to be a whole lot easier. So every time you see the word percent, think of out of 100. So as I say, write 45% as a fraction. Well, you see the percent sign. This percent is the same as out of 100. So just what I did, get rid of the percent sign and put it over 100. Now, when you have a fraction, mathematical rule is you always want to reduce. You want this to be simplified. So if I look at 45 and 100, those are both reducible by 5. So if I divide the numerator and the denominator by 5, 45 divided by 5 is 9, and 100 divided by 5 is 20. So this reduces, right? 45% as a fraction is the same as 9/20. Write 63% as a fraction. Again, you see the percent sign. So that percent sign goes away when we write it over 100 because percent is the same as out of 100. Now, 63 and 100 share no common factors, right? One's odd, one's even, so it's not divisible by 2. 100 is not divisible by 3. We could go on and on, but they share no factors. So 63 over 100 is the final reduced fraction. What about 12.5%? So now we're getting into, get rid of the percent, and we have a decimal inside of a fraction. Now that is generally not what we want, so we want to go ahead and simplify this and get the decimal out of the fraction. Well, one way to do that is to multiply the top and the bottom by 10. That's the mathematical way. What that does is it moves the decimal one place to the right, so we get rid of the decimal. But mathematics is about equality. So whatever we do to the numerator, we have to do to the denominator. So multiplying by 10 moves the decimal one place over, and because there's nothing there, we add a 0. So 12.5 over 100 is the same as 125 over 1,000. Now we can start to reduce. I see both of these, right? One ends in 5, one ends in a 0, so they're reducible by 5. So let's divide the numerator and the denominator by 5. When I do that, 125 divided by 5 is 25, and 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. Now, again, I look at this and I'm like, well, we're in the same situation, so I can divide by 5 again. Now, if you saw initially that they were reducible by 25, high five for you. That's great. If not, steps is fine. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 200 divided by 5 is 40. Well, we're there again. So some of us can reduce very quickly with big things. I like to see whatever I see first, that's what I divide by because it makes my life easier. I don't want to spend 20 minutes thinking about the biggest number. I just want to find something and make the number smaller. Well, 5 goes into 5 one time, right, if we're doing this again, and 40 goes into 5 goes into 40 8 times. So my reduced fraction is 1/8. All right, now let's do a challenge problem. 13 1/3. As a percent, so that means we put it over 100. Fraction inside of fraction. Okay, so first things. This fraction bar is like a division sign. So this is the same as 13 1/3 divided by 100. So we're going to change this mixed number here into an improper fraction. 13 times 3 is 39, plus 1 is 40. So this is the same as 40 thirds divided by 100 over 1. Do you remember how to divide fractions? If you haven't in a while, you probably don't, because if you don't use it, you lose it. But dividing fractions, we keep, change, and flip. Right? We multiply by the reciprocal. Keep, change, flip. Now, when I'm multiplying, I can say, well, anything from numerator to denominator, I can reduce. And I know that 40 and 100, to me, I see 20. 20 goes into both of those. So 40 divided by 20 is 2, and 100 divided by 20 is 5. So I'm really taking 2/3 times 1/5. Now I multiply straight across, and I get 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 5 is 15. So 2/15 is the same as 13 1/3%. Way to go with that challenge problem.